everybody, my next custom jelly roll rug is going to be 120 strips. So we are using all 3 of these pre-cut jelly rolls. Now this particular roll is called Lydia's Lace, and I get a couple of questions as far as how do I do my layouts, what is my thought process whenever I am working on my rugs. So as a rule of thumb, normally I like to have whatever my darkest color is on the end, so it gives the illusion of a border. And there's a couple of things I need to keep in mind. So 9 times out of 10, I am going to, when it's a pre-cut, will follow the order that it comes in. So let's see. This is the order that this particular roll comes in. And actually, I thought I was gonna rearrange it, but now that I'm looking at it, I'm not sure. So this particular roll has a lot of creams. So if you look, there's a good section of creams here, and there's like a really pretty teal here. So whatever pattern you pick first is going to showcase the most. So if that first strip or pattern is something that you're not that fond of, I would rearrange it because that center is going to stand out. Now, I assumed that they were gonna have all the creams in one spot, and it is spread out better than I was expecting. So I thought I was gonna rearrange this, but I'm actually going to leave it. Now, there's 2 different options. You can either merge them all together so your pattern does not repeat, or you can have your pattern repeat. Now, for this particular roll, oh, I'm stuck. Okay. So when I thought all the creams were together, I was convinced that I was going to rearrange it. But since it's spread out more than I thought, I am going to leave it. Now let me move this. So there's a couple of things I need to ask myself. So I do love this teal print. It will make a really pretty center. So I'm going to leave it. And this actually ends on a red instead of the brown or the dark blue. But it's a really rich red. So I believe, I'm surprised I'm saying this, I'm going to leave it, even though I thought I was gonna change it. The other thing I am gonna do though, is I do want this pattern to repeat because I think for a 120 strip rug, that is a big rug. So we have a lot of area to play with. And what I am gonna do is I am only going to have this pattern repeat twice. So what I'm going to do is keep one jelly roll the way it is, and then I'm going to combine that's so funny. I'm gonna combine 2 of these rolls because the sooner you are or the closer you are to the middle, it only takes a couple of strips to have a large covering space. The wider out you get, the more strips you need in order to fill that equal amount of space. I hope that makes sense. So what I'm gonna do is have one roll, which is 40 strips, the way it comes, and then I'm going to merge the other 2 together. So the pattern's gonna repeat twice, and with merging these 2, it will help balance out that pattern when it repeats. Because if I was to keep this in this order and just have each roll repeat, it's gonna get thinner and thinner as it goes out. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. All of this is 100% preference. It's just what you like. And there's no really wrong way to do it. But that is kind of my thought process or things that I consider when I'm looking at the layout. I hope that helps. 120 strips ready to go.